Hey everyone, Sam back once again, and this time I've got another browser performance video for you, and this time it's on the Nokia Lumia 800. So what I'm going to be showing you is I'm going to show you browser performance and also benchmark as well using BrowserMark. So first off, what I'm going to do is do the benchmark. So I'm going to do the benchmark first, and then what we'll do is after that, if you're still watching, we're going to show you what it looks like with pinch to zoom on, intensive websites like The Verge and also my website. So let's get into it first of all. So we'll just jump into this bad boy. So we'll just go to the settings and we shall just make sure that the actual screen, which brightness is on automatic. We'll turn that off and we'll keep it on high, and that's so you guys can actually see this. Hopefully it's not washed out. So I've already loaded up the actual BrowserMark website just here, so I'm just going to click run the benchmark. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to zoom in. We'll cut back once it's done the benchmark, and we'll see where it comes in at. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Right, so welcome back. So as you can probably see there, it has got a, it's got a pretty underwhelming score from what we've seen on some of the other high-end devices in the past. And I'll come to this in just a moment. I'll explain to you what I think about this. So it's got 31671, which when you look at the score, it doesn't seem that impressive. But then what we'll do is we'll show you some of the other phones out there. And again, they're all running stock, and these are basically what they run like as standard. And you can see the Galaxy S2 is about 35, HTC Desire S about 25, is it? Yeah, and the LG Optimus 3D about 47,000. So it's almost in the Galaxy S2 range as a stock ROM. So you're thinking it doesn't look that impressive, and on benchmarking it doesn't look that impressive. But what I want to show you is what it looks like on a website, because it's all well saying, this is this, this is that. I'm going to take you to my website now, and I'm just going to show you how it does perform. And you'll be pretty surprised at how it actually performs after getting those kind of benchmarks. So obviously it doesn't run Flash. That's one of the first things off the bat, and that could hinder it. Many people's eyes. In many people's eyes, Flash is dying for mobile platforms. And I agree. It's nice to have it, but it's not necessary. You don't need it. It's not a necessity anymore, personally. So obviously this is my website, and as you can see, look how fast and fluid it is. And again, to pinch to zoom, you can just see that personally is not, a 31,000 on a benchmarking kind of score up to some of the other ones out there. And if you want to play videos, obviously don't run Flash, but let's say YouTube video, which is embedded, click that there. What it does, just like iOS, it pulls it up in its own application, and job done. So you're not losing any of the functionality with not having Flash on there. So again, that's on my website. And you can see here, the rotation is very, very nice and smooth, and it's got a cool animation as well to boot. Anyway, what we're going to do now is go to The Verge, because as you've all seen previously, The Verge is a very intensive website. So we're just going to go to The Verge website, and hopefully it'll take us to their main website. Oops, gone to the wrong one, Sam. So The Verge, we'll use this one here. Obviously it's probably going to take us to a certain part of the website. We're going to go to the home page. So it's taken us to the mobile website, as you can see there. So this is the mobile website, and again we'll show what it looks like on a mobile website. Once again, nice and fluid. So I think, yeah, you can pinch them slightly, but it's a mobile website, so you don't really need to. So we've got all the way down to the bottom. Quite a lot of comments on this one. I would have to pick them with the most comments on, wouldn't I? But it just shows you, how nice and smooth the actual flicking is, the actual scrolling on the actual device. And does that look like it's, any kind of lag? Me personally, no lag whatsoever. I've actually been really impressed by the performance on here. So we're going to go to the full site, because this is now going to give the phone, it's going to give it a test for its money. It's going to give it a run for its money. So I'll wait for the full site to load, and then we'll show you what it looks like. So here we go. So just halfway through now, so you can just see at the bottom of that screen there. Just wait for it to fully load, and then it's just to prove that it's actually finished. When the X disappears at the left hand side, it's fully done. if it wants to finish. Boom, there we go. So now we've fully rendered that website. So we'll zoom in slightly for you. So again, we'll show what it looks like. And I think you'll agree. Yeah, it does go a bit white, so that's kind of like the old checkerboard. But it's not much of an issue on a website. I'd fully expect something like that, you know, on this kind of intensive website. But what's the pinch and zoom like? Well, we'll have a look. How nice is that? Look, so pinching in, then we can just flick across. And I think you'll agree, for a phone running a 1.4 GHz single core processor, it ain't doing an half bad job, is it? It's something I've been very impressed with on this phone, you know, and obviously Windows Phone 7, you know, on its own, but this phone specifically, you know, everything looks nice and clean. So as you can see, even with an intensive website like this, you know, it doesn't struggle to actually fully load it and actually render everything specifically and as you actually need it. As you can see, it's fully loaded. So as I say, what we'll do is actually do it properly now. So we'll double tap once, and there we go, it brings up everything, and it's all nice and easy to read on the actual screen. There we go. So there we go. That's a browser test, and obviously a browser performance, benchmark and performance on the Nokia Lumia 800, which again is Nokia's flagship Windows Phone 7 device. Any questions with regards to Lumia or anything else I've done recently, you know what to do, hit me up down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, it's at samjpullen, which is just around here. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, it doesn't cost you a penny. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, you know you want to. Anyway people, thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Cheers everyone.